Yo, 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 welcome in. We are back with another episode of the Honorable Marvin Coop Show with the host, Chef Marv. No lie, I am that Gizai. And I got my brothers, the WWE brothers, Jojo the Great and Andre the Sportsjunkie.
Always good to be back on this show. Night of Champions 2008. Let's get this rolling.
Yep, WWE pay-per-view, Night of Champions 2008.
And make
But
sure anyone who is watching this, please hit that like button and subscribe.
Facts.
so you had some news from the Colts.
hmm
Daniel Jones is done.
Mm-hmm.
Browns just named their starter, Shador, for the rest of the season. Who cares? They just lost to the Titans.
Riley Leonard's hurt.
Riley Leonard's hurt. The
Mm-hmm.
AFC looking stacked.
Yeah,
Colts lost 4 out of 5.
man, it's a little rough right now,
I'm,
man.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all want to hear something funny?
I'm with
So this is funny. What the fuck is Dre doing? Look at this.
I'm taking this pump out the pool.
Oh, I was gonna say, pause. All right. So here's a funny fact. Here's a fun fact. At the beginning of the season, do you know when they put these, like when you could place wagers on who's going to the Super Bowl?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
You know
yeah,
how they post those about August 1st?
Yeah.
Do you realize that Kansas City was 93%, people voted them 93% to go back to the Super Bowl?
damn for
It
93.
93. So and here's another fun fact. I got a couple fun facts here for y'all. So 93% August 1st, Kansas City Chiefs were picked to go to the Super Bowl again.
Right.
After preseason three, which is, we all know it's three,
Yeah,
it went down to 89%. By week one, did you know that the Ravens were 92% chance of voting to go to the Super Bowl?
Mm. Yeah, I didn't know
So
that.
here's the thing, y'all. You know how these things changes every week, right?
yeah.
It's just funny how the highest of this year were the Ravens and the Chiefs. And these motherfuckers might not even go to the playoffs.
Well, weren't the Chiefs already eliminated from contention?
They still in the hunt, but
They still in
Oh,
the
they're
hunt,
still
they
but it
still
ain't
in the
okay.
looking
hunt.
good. It
They
ain't
just
looking
it's
good.
not looking too good for them. Like I've been saying all year, it's
You
not.
have.
It may be it for them.
Would you say the reign of terror might be over?
I think
I
it
want to
could
say
be.
this too, man. I want to say this too, man. Since
Right.
I'm people started, people wanted to find like that Nets Patriot team with Brady. They wanted to crown another dynasty. Don't get me wrong, the Chiefs was on a good run, man. But
Yeah.
you gotta look at it. The Patriots looking to take the division back. The
Mhm.
Broncos is on the rise. Then on top of that, you got Justin Herbert ain't going nowhere. You got Baltimore. It depends on what Baltimore does. You got Josh Allen. It's not looking good for the Chiefs. And I'm not trying to write them off early, but you gotta think about it. Andy Reid has been hitting that retirement for a little minute. Patrick Mahomes got a $70 million cap hit. They don't have any dynamic playmakers on their offense.
So,
Travis Kelce might be gone soon as well. Chris Jones is getting up there in age. Then on top of that, once that happens, that $70 million cap hit is gonna hit. They can't sign nobody. They're gonna have to restructure contracts just to get out of contracts to get more players on their team. Right now, it ain't looking good. It's
right.
not. And then on top of that, you look at Baltimore. I had Baltimore going to the Super Bowl this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because right now, if you looking on paper, Baltimore probably has the best team in the AFC right now. From Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Then on that defense, you got Humphrey, Wiggins, you got Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith. That team right now should be leading the AFC with the number one seed. And it's the fact that the defense has underperformed this year badly. Lamar Jackson has missed probably half of this season. Derrick Henry age at times has been showing. I don't know what Zay Flowers been doing, but when you catch the stop running back, just run forward. They continue to bite themselves in the foot. They losing games that they shouldn't lose. And it's like the AFC is up for grabs. You got New England. To
Mhm.
me, and I'm not saying this as a Patriot fan, I think they probably right now They shown the most dominance in the AFC this year. Yes, they got a weak schedule, but every game that they beat, every team they didn't beat this year, they've been flat out dominant. The point differential shows Drake May is an MVP candidate. The defense is flying. You saw what they did. The Broncos struggled with the Giants.
You saw what we did to Jackson Dart.
The Patriots hung 30 points on the Giants in the first half. And
This
that
is a
says a lot. That says a lot. So my thing is, I hate when the wages and stuff happens because they be like, oh, they gonna go.
You
The
never
Philadelphia
know.
Eagles been looking really flawed this year.
Hmm.
They
yep.
got blew out by the Giants. AJ Brown again. They just lost last Friday.
To Chicago, yeah.
Yes, like
But
right now,
it's any given day
it's any given day.
until playoffs where it matters to where it's
Yep.
one and done. You out.
Yep, and then I hate when people's like, well, the Patriots ain't got playoffs. They got Mike Vrabel, a three-time Super Bowl winner. He literally took that Tennessee Titans team that nobody thought was going to the AFC Championship game with a Ryan Tannehill behind
That's a
center. You got Josh McDaniels, who spent time with Tom freaking Brady, who made Matt Jones look like a top 10 QB as a rookie in the NFL. That's all the playoff experience you need right there from winners, from proven and established winners.
and
So
look,
I
Josh
hate
Mc. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
so I hate the all wages stuff like oh they going. Man, this is the pros. It's
Yeah.
any given Sunday. Nobody thought Carolina was gonna be 76. They just beat the Rams, who people think that's going to the Super Bowl. So I mean, you know,
But that's why I tell people don't ever pick somebody this early, especially in fucking August, because you
Yeah.
never know what's gonna happen. Injuries happen. But I'm gonna tell you this, like I've been saying this whole time, this whole year, from my show, my boy JC show, to my cousin's show, to my dad's show, any little platform I could get on. Chiefs is just not them anymore. And people argue with me over the whole time that, listen here, Patrick Mahomes is by far the best quarterback of this era. Here's some hard truth for this guy. Best QB of this era, nobody's arguing that. The
mhm.
gap isn't close. But even Mahomes is finding out that carrying a franchise with the receivers who treat the ball like a suggestion has limits. He's rewriting the greatness, but the league isn't afraid of Kansas City like they used to be. You know what I'm saying? A king who still reigns, but the kingdom around him is cracking. That is the
Yep,
hard truth about the Kansas City Chiefs and Mahomes right
Wow,
now.
that's a
I
good.
agree. Because this is the difference
Yeah.
between how Brady and Mahomes was.
Hmm.
Brady, when he first got to the league, they won like 3 rings out of the 4 years.
Started 8-0 in the postseason.
Yes.
Exactly.
And Brady, like they went on a major drought with not even going to the Super Bowl, but they was going to the AFC Championship. They
Right.
went to the AFC Championship. They was losing the pain. Then 2010s happened. They started back doing what they was doing. I feel like people was so quick to compare the Chiefs dynasty to the Patriots dynasty that they forgot about the whole concept of it. Now nobody is scared to go to Kansas City and win. We just
Oh,
seen CJ Stroud and that Houston Texans defense force 3 turnovers on Mahomes and win.
You're right.
Tom Brady and the Patriots struck fear into the NFL. Nobody like going to Gillette Stadium and being New England,
Es-
especially when it's -3 degrees outside.
es-
Nobody didn't like going there.
Especially December where they've been undefeated the
yep.
past.
Especially
Yes.
at
You
home.
know,
Yeah.
nobody
And
wanted to see
even
them in December or January.
No.
and then in the postseason, I remember because one of my friends, he's a Steelers fan, and when we played y'all in 17, he was excited for about 5 seconds, and then he was like, "Andre, who do we still play next?" I said, "You got New England next." He was like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
you don't get that anymore with the Chiefs."
Nope. And like how the Patriots
Mhm.
been moving now, man. The Patriots finna take back what was theirs, man. And a lot of NFL fans are not gonna be happy, but I'm jumping with joy because we getting back what's ours, baby.
I get you, but you gotta win first.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
do, man. But
gotta
you know,
But
win.
here's the thing. Foxborough, cool, but don't forget, y'all gotta go to Mile High somehow, sometime.
yeah.
Oh no.
That is a dangerous. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, that
It
You think
is.
is.
Foxborough's dangerous in December? Go to
Yes.
Mile High in December. No, no,
Yeah.
no. Y'all think I'm bullshit.
Oh, he's. I know.
Listen here.
you're not. You're talking
Breathing in the
facts.
mountains in the fucking wintertime.
Hmm.
Hey, listen here. As a Steelers fan, look here. If y'all go, that's y'all suffering. Fuck it. We ain't ready for that shit. I know I'm not. That boy, if Aaron Rodgers do so happen to go up there, you better bring an oxygen tank, my brother,
Yeah.
because you gonna fucking need it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you.
say this too, because y'all might call me crazy. I'm not sold on the Broncos like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm
Here's the
sold on their
thing.
defense,
Here's
just
the thing.
not
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Nick's.
not. Here's the thing. I'm not sold on them either, JoJo. But here's what's gonna happen. Last year, nobody didn't expect them to make the playoffs, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember the pieces that they added to their defense is made to beat a Buffalo. It's made to
Hmm.
beat somebody young like you guys, like a Drake May. That defense is really gonna get up there and click and get together. I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
y'all. The offense may not be there. Whole Knicks may not be him, but the defense is gonna
Will.
shatter pieces.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to tell y'all.
But I'm gonna also say this too. They got a Super Bowl caliber defense. They do.
They do.
But the only person I think that's gonna hold the Broncos back is Bo Nix.
Yeah, he
From
gonna shoot. He gonna shoot us. Yeah, he gonna look in the mirror and shatter
Because
himself.
even if we do have to go to Mile High, because I really don't like, I don't, because every time we go to Mile High in the playoffs, we lose. Just be
Hmm.
simple. I'm just be real. We lose.
Hmm.
But they don't have that Peyton Manning no more. You know what I'm saying? And like, I feel comfortable playing against Bo Nix than I do Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen and, Joe Burrow in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
feel like
Yeah, them guys
if
not
it
even
does,
in the playoffs.
yeah, and it's like if we do have to travel to Mile High, which looks like the playoffs end today, we have to. I'm not gonna say that the game's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be close.
Hmm.
But I think when it comes down to that last drive, who do you trust, Drake May or Bolt, man? I'm riding with Drake, man.
Hey, give me
But
Drake.
here's the thing. I'm trying to tell y'all with the weather. Can Drake really perform in the snow like
That's
that?
true. That's true.
You
I'm not
know,
gonna lie if I'm Vrabel, because I know Vrabel gonna have them prepared.
he better.
Well, that's one
But
thing I was gonna
here's
say.
another thing y'all need to worry about too. Sorry, Drake.
No, you good.
Everybody's talking about Bo. Everybody's talking about Drake. And here's a defense that y'all need to really be worried about.
Houston.
The Texans defense is
Yup.
nasty.
Yup.
I'm trying to tell y'all, you do not want to see them guys in the playoffs, man.
You can call me crazy, man. That's gonna be the team that put Denver out. Watch. That's
That
gonna be
could
the
be the
team that
team
put
that
Denver
put
out.
y'all out or
That
anybody
that's
out.
true. That's true.
Don't
I
sleep
agree.
on Houston.
Houston he has the dangerous defense, and I've been saying this all
They
year too.
the
Their
only
defense is something crazy.
the only thing I hate is their offensive coordinator. Because that guy right there, Nick Caley, would be the one that shoots Houston in their foot. He
Sure.
would. He
I agree.
would.
I agree.
But I don't know, man. I'm ready for the playoffs, man. I think it's gonna be exciting, bro.
It's gonna be exciting.
And you know what, too? I think this year it's kind of crazy seeing like how different this year looks, if that makes sense, in
Mhm.
terms of your normal team that you're used to seeing, that you're accustomed to seeing winning. The
Hmm.
AFC is very much in the air right now.
Yeah.
I really can't believe where we are. Week 15 coming up?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jojo, we do have two, and I believe we can do it. We can. We have Buffalo this upcoming week, and then Baltimore right
Baltimore.
after. So these are some two tough games back to back.
Yeah. And
But one thing I was going to say before, because I know we got to do Night Champions, my bad. But one thing I was going to say about Vrabel too is Marv, you just hit it on the head earlier. You said, or Jojo said, he'll have them ready. I think that has
yeah.
been I think that's been the best thing for Drake May as the season has progressed. He
Yeah.
talks, they communicate
Hmm.
after every possession. So I feel like even during practice, I'm sure they communicate a lot. Hey, we're gonna have to get you used to this. We're gonna have to get you used to this. So I think he'll have him ready.
Yeah. And like McDaniels and Vrabel has experience going to Mile High. I do think Vrabel's gonna be the type of guy
Yeah, but
that will take his team to Denver the week before the game and have them practice in that Mile High after. I'm telling you, man,
but
that's the type of guy I think he is.
I'm gonna say this before we move on. They have the experience, but
Yeah.
they not putting them pads on, bruh.
No, they not.
The your boys got to put the pads on. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But it's gonna be interesting.
Whew.
Playoffs is going to be interesting, but
Yeah.
let's get into the hot take Marv of the show.
Ooh, get my notes.
So everybody's probably going to agree with this. Stephanie McMahon, Vicky Guerrero are both top 5 all-time heels.
Vicky for you said Vicky, Stephanie,
I don't know.
You don't know
Vicky
about
for
that?
sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You don't
If you
think?
if we talk about women, then yeah, sure. But if we talking about both men and women, I don't know, man. Because you gotta look at Vince McMahon, gotta look at Roddy Piper. You got Triple H was devious. You got then maybe you can probably put somebody like Kane or Big Show. Because Big Show,
Yeah.
that nigga can stay face to save his life. That he always flip flop. So I mean, if we talking about women, then for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if we combining the both, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not a bad take though, but it's just
No,
like,
it's not. I would put Vicky in that like discussion though, because she was annoying and she did get her hands dirty when she wanted when she wanted to.
yeah. You got
Uh,
Miz too. Miz too.
Yeah,
Miz,
Miz is
remember the
brutal.
Miz girl
Oh,
with the
brother.
face after she cashed
Mm.
in?
Wow.
Oh, we just got news that the Bengals just released Jermaine Burton.
No loss.
It's so talented, but so stupid.
Yes,
I
he
ain't gonna lie.
is. All right, here's another one.
Way to put it.
Nia Jax is currently the only actual heel on the main roster.
The only
I think Jay has a good
I think
heel
she has a good case.
presentation. Yeah, she has good presentation.
Remember the
Uh,
presentation?
the Kabuki Warriors are pretty good. They're pretty good. But Nia, I think she has the case for the best heel on the roster though, on the main roster though. But it's hard to argue Jay presentation because she's been dominant.
Yeah.
Uh,
What about Chelsea Green? I haven't
Chelsea
seen her in a couple months, but
Chelsea's like that goofy type of got that goofy
Yeah,
type of
she's
song.
she
I
kind of
love Chelsea Green though. I love her.
mm.
the way Lillian Garcia announces her name, Chelsea Green.
All right, let's get into the Night of Champions 2008. This was if I'm not mistaken, one of the first Night of Champions that ever, the first Night of Champions pay-per-view. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Not yeah, because it was banging.
Had some good matches on here. It took me back. I definitely remember ordering this pay-per-view. I like this pay-per-view. And I've always wanted to discuss it. I think here's a weird fact, fellas. Besides like the Rewind Mania, Night of Champions '08 was the reason why I started this show. Not the Honorable Mark show, but the actual idea
Wrestling.
of pay-per-view rewinds. Because between that, the ones we did, like the 2011 Money in the Banks, it's just so many more pay-per-views we could do. But this one was definitely top. I was like, I would love to sit down on the show and talk about this pay-per-view and how good
Hmm.
I thought it was and how underrated I thought it was too, compared to the future Night of Champions that we was gonna have. But like I said, I just thought I would be like pay some homage. This was the very first one. But we had some okay matches. We about to get into it. First match was your
Was it the
boy,
tag team?
your boy Matt
Oh,
versus
I,
Chavo.
I thought it was
Get the who?
that
was
tag match.
It
was it
was
Lady
the tag.
Rose
I'm
and
my fault. My bad, y'all. It was the tag match. The Miz, John Morrison versus the Hornswoggle in Philly. Oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That shit was boring, bro.
Yes, it was.
yeah, and
It
you
was.
know
I'm
what's
sorry.
funny too? I
I
think at
think
that
that's why I
time,
think that's why I tried to like low key slide away from it. But I was like, damn, I was hoping they would catch this shit. This match, it could have been so much. It could
better.
have been so much worse. But as Hornswoggle was entertaining.
Hmm.
You
And
know,
they caught him when he was trying to run up that ramp.
exactly. I think this match was just more for the laughs. It wasn't for no seriousness at all. It was like this shit was kind
Yeah.
of ass.
And it's funny too because I remember being a kid when I first saw that. Even one of my own homies, he was like,
even if I get the pay-per-view, I'm not finna watch this shit. And then, unless, like you said, unless it's like for entertainment purposes, like for a laugh.
Yeah.
But I think at this time too, and correct me if I'm wrong, JoJo and Marv, but I think at this time, John Morrison and Miz, they had been holding those titles for
For
quite
a
some
good minute.
time.
Yeah.
It felt, honestly, bro, it got to a point for me as a kid thinking like, damn, these niggas are never gonna lose. Because every time they had an opportunity, every time they would defend their titles, they always did some slick shit at the end to keep
They
them.
did. So I'm gonna honestly say throughout the pay-per-views we've done, this probably goes to top worst openings.
I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Crown Jewel opening was pretty brutal, man.
Don't remind us of that one.
That was
Oh
brutal.
God.
That Crown Jewel pay-per-view we did, that was brutal.
No comment. Yeah, you're right. Fuck it. But it could have been
What was
worse.
Jeff Hardy on a dark match, bro?
I know. I saw that too.
Come on, bro. That just pissed me off.
It was. Then you got Dre's top 20 wrestler, Matt Hardy,
Oh dear God.
versus Chavo Guerrero. He probably said Chavo on that list too. I don't know if y'all
I for
Oh,
sure didn't.
see.
His theme song, bro.
It's smack though. Theme song smack.
His theme song smacked, but this match,
It was
Did not
okay.
smack.
It was all right.
it
At
was
best, it was
average.
all right.
It was average. It was average. I
Yeah.
mean, here's the thing. As you might have expected, these two worked a completely fine match against each other, but it really wasn't the most thrilling. Of course, we all know
Yeah.
that. Chavo isn't just someone who else feels like he's going to make a prestigious title run, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Everyone thought he was going to be his uncle, which he's not. And that's why, like, you know how, let's take it back to the NFL when Matt got to y'all team. It was so much pressure because he's filling Tom Brady's shoes. And I
Mhm.
feel like that's the same comparison to Chavo Guerrero, as they was putting so much pressure on him to be like Eddie. I was like,
Mhm.
it's not
He's
gonna
not Eddie.
happen. It's not
Yeah.
Eddie, man. And that's why I feel like the WWE failed Chavo at one
They
point
wanted him to be
because
like Eddie.
they wanted him to be like Eddie so fucking bad, and it's like, no, man, it's not.
I thought he was a good heel though. It's just like
He
it's some
was.
big shoes to fill to be Eddie, man.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, you just could never find no shoes that was gonna fit that, balls. But it's just you can never, and I mean ever, replace a great like that. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
because I
give
was
him
gonna say, like, and like you say, yeah, like you can't replace it, unfortunately.
right.
But I will say, like, even that feud when it was Edge against Taker, like, he is a good heel. It's just WWE did too much to try to
Yeah.
make him like Eddie. But
Yeah.
he had his moment. He has his moment. He's a good heel. You saw what he did to Rey Mysterio in 06 in the I Quit match.
Yeah.
So he has the potential. It's just how he was used.
Right.
If I had to rate this match, man, I'm giving this match a 5. I think I gave the last match like a 2 or a 3. I think I give this match a 5, man. This
I
match
think a
was
5 works.
Yeah.
First match I gave it a 3. This match I'm gonna give it a 4. 3, 4
Hold up,
so
I'll be
far.
back. Give me 1 second.
Take your time.
Yep. Yeah. For me, I'll go with a 4 as well.
Yeah, like I said, some of these matches at one point it starts off slow, but I feel like the match card gets a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
As it
100%.
goes. But like I said, I just felt like it's the first ever Night of Champions. I just wanted to
You're
talk
right, because
about
it was for a while. It was Vengeance. That's when it was all the belts, and then they decided to change the name. I don't know, Marv. Are you cool with the name change? Or would you have preferred it to stay Vengeance?
I hated the name changes, Dre. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like they could have kept the Vengeance.
Me too.
If you wanted to change something, nah.
Would you change Judgment Day back then?
Hell no, I would have kept Judgment Day. Judgment Day was just dangerous. It sounded dangerous. It was
It
cool.
did.
Just like Vengeance. Just like Vengeance. No Mercy sounded cool. No Mercy could have been. I feel like No Mercy could have been up there with like SummerSlam and
God, no mercy.
WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that could have. Backlash could have been one too. You know, they just changed so much shit. Now Backlash is just so boring.
Bro.
It's not even funny the way like backlash
All right, I'm back.
has changed. Tell me this, Jojo.
Hmm.
Like Dre asked an interesting question, and he said something about the name changes of some of these pay-per-views,
Right.
and he was like, "Would Vengeance or Night of Champions? Which one would you have kept? Like the name wise?"
Uh, Vengeance. Low
Yeah,
key.
Yeah,
I would have kept
I would have
Vengeance.
kept Vengeance
I
too.
think Vengeance is a NXT pay-per-view now, though.
NXT Vengeance, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the same as like,
Yeah.
the WWE type shit. I felt and I just told Dre like with them changing, I felt like No Mercy could have been up there with a SummerSlam, so like Survivor Series, WrestleMania and shit like that if they would have kept it going.
And that's an NXT pay-per-view too.
Which is crazy. I just don't like the way they moving with these name changes of the pay-per-views now.
I feel like NXT should have WCW old pay-per-views, low key.
They
Because
should.
it does make sense. And I feel like the
Bash at the
man,
Beach was pretty lit.
yeah, like Bash at the Beach, stuff like that. I feel like that should be NXT's. But I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's just like it don't hit the same. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
it don't hit the same at all. It don't hit the same at all, bro. I'm just like, ugh, it's just not
I
Like,
good.
and then
love
they started
NXT
doing
though.
shit like Hell in a Cell, TLC. Like those pay-per-views shouldn't have, they were cool the first year, but those types of matches should be for like personal feuds. So matches that you
That
rarely see.
that makes sense because I always felt like Hell in a Cell shouldn't have been a pay-per-view, especially like if you're not going to hold it accountable of making every single match a Hell in a Cell match. And I think I said this on our Hell in a Cell review when we did a few months ago. If you're
Mhm.
not gonna make every single match a Hell in a Cell match, then
What's
do
the point?
keep the fucking pay-per-view then. Just make it a personal match, just like you said, just like at TLC. Same thing. If you're not gonna make every single match, and that includes the women too, if they want to be on the card, it has to be a TLC match. If it's gonna be on the card, it has to be a Hell in a Cell match. Just like with these, they started slipping on these ones too. Every fucking match needs to be a championship match. If it's gonna be called Night of Champions, why are you making some of these matches not a goddamn championship match?
Yep.
That's all I'm
Right.
saying. That's what I'm saying. It's just like I'm saying, you gotta just live up to your potential and live up to your hype and say, like, hey, if we're gonna do this pay-per-view, then it has to be a Hell in a Cell, it has to be a TLC, and it has to be every single match is a championship match.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, like with something like you just said, change those names. Get those pay-per-views out. Because if you're not gonna do that, then change the names of those and put something else on there. Bring
And
the
just to
vengeance back. Yeah. Go ahead.
and just to piggyback off of what you just said, I know it's not WWE, just for real quick, but TNA, it's called Lockdown. Every
Mm-hmm.
single match, men or women, it was contested in a steel cage. If you had a last man standing, it was a steel cage last man standing.
Wow. Yeah. Just like what's the other shit? What's that one that's Elimination Chamber. Once again. Elimination Chamber the same. I feel like the
Yep.
same way with the Elimination Chamber. How you gonna have an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view and it's only two Elimination Chamber matches?
Exactly.
Come on, man. They could have kept that shit. But back to schedule, my bad. ECW title Kane versus Mark Henry versus The Big Show.
Oh.
Man, this was boring too.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
did you see how
boring.
slow it was too?
Yes. These are like three grandpas fighting.
Shout out to my
These
dog Mark Henry though. That's my dog right there. Mark Henry, my guy.
mm, mm, mm.
But yeah, man, this was boring too, man. I'm sorry. I feel like the right person did win though.
Oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
But man, it's just like, bro, like I'm gonna save it for the when we do the official review. But
Yeah, I got you. I felt like they went with a straight up monster mash formula here.
yeah,
And as luck as we would have it, that the people involved knew exactly how much to do in this match. This was a very perfectly not entertaining match with Henry getting the win. That was kind of deserved, like you just said, JoJo. I'm gonna say he
hmm
deserved it. But after the last few weeks of being a monster, good stuff here was just It was just, I don't know. Fuck this match. I'm gonna say 4.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
give it a
say 4.
5, man. It
I'm gonna
was just
say 4.
average,
I'm gonna
but it was
say 4.
boring.
I'm gonna go 3. Yeah, I
That's
just
good.
feel like who I forgot which one of y'all said it, but it really did feel like grandpas were really fighting in this match.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that's crazy too, because when if I remember correctly, I think it was at one night stand though when Big Show tripped with the steel steps and cut himself.
Mm-mm.
Oh man,
This was before the legacy.
damn, that's right.
I'm not even
Oh
rating it.
no,
I'm not
is
rating
this
that, man.
the Bob Holly and?
Yes.
Yes.
This one, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. We can skip it.
Okay.
It
This one,
really ain't no point.
it was no point, bro. Mm-mm-mm. Jericho.
Soup. Oh, woohoo! You Chris Jericho versus Kofi Kingston for the IC title. Now this is where the feud was starting to build up with Chris and Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Lance Cade was like his little helper.
Yeah, his little protege. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little protege. Yeah, and honestly, two things. One, the right person won. I was really happy Kofi won that. And two, after what happened to Shawn Michaels with the whole eye situation and everything that him and Jericho had gone through up to that point,
When he
you
got
knew
thrown to that
Shawn was going to
TV.
make an appearance.
Oh yeah, that's when he got thrown into the TV.
I remember that. See, I
The
remember
what was it?
stuff
The
like that.
Jerrytron 5000.
I remember that, man. It was just, bro, like
I thought he killed Shawn when I was a
even
kid. I
this
was like,
match.
oh damn.
This match was good, but it was like most of this pay-per-view was flat, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It was, but like I said, I just wanted to show Night of Love, the champion, some love.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't. It was good. I think the
Mm-hmm.
right person won. I did like the Shawn Michaels interference. That's what this pay-per-view needed, by the way. They needed a
Mm-hmm.
Shawn Michaels match, and that would have made this pay-per-view a whole lot better.
Yes, it did.
And
Hell, why didn't he
again,
be on the
those
card?
great chemistry too between Shawn and Chris. And then you throw Cade in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
And he was looking to revitalize his career, which obviously after the feud, he didn't do much after, but he tried.
To my Lance Cade.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna say
yeah.
this though.
God rest his soul, man.
This was a moment where
He died.
Sean stole the show. Where
And he wasn't even in the match.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a reason for Jericho to get that revenge later. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and that's
it
what
built
their feud
yeah,
continued.
the feud definitely continues. So definitely shout out to these two for building
Man,
that.
bro. It's just unfortunate. Like Cade passed
Yeah, Cade
shortly
that
after this.
passed. He did.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Man, he was
Mm-hmm.
huge in this match. Pause, man. I was like, God, I said, dang, Jericho, where you find this nigga at? When they said it was Lance Cade, I was like, oh, okay.
That's wrong. Oh man, women's title, Mickey versus Katie Leah. This match was kind of.
This match was garbage too, bro.
Mhm.
I love Mickey James. I love
Yeah,
Mickey
dude.
James. I do. But
Yeah.
this match was boring. Like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh. Like, how many more matches are we gonna get?
Bro, clip that if you can.
He said, "Oh my God."
Bro, like, I'm
It's
not
so funny.
understanding, bro. I understand the concept of Night of Champions.
Yeah.
Why did every single match on this card had to be boring and garbage?
Yeah, yeah, like I said, that's what we said with the first Hell in a Cell. Like, why did
Man,
they do the
Yeah.
first ever Night of Champions like this? Why did they do the
yes.
first ever Hell in a Cell like this?
Man, I'm gonna give this match a 3.
Mm.
Right person won. That's all I'm saying.
Right person. Well, yeah. I'm gonna go. I'll do you one better. I'm gonna go to 2 because
Man,
But shout out, like I said, everyone on this panel, we all love Mickey, just not the match.
yeah.
Yeah, not her in this match. Hell no, fuck that. 1.5.
Oh damn, he went 1.5.
1.5, man. Who the hell is Katie Lee? Fuck that.
Katie Lee Birch.
At this time,
Definitely was.
And you see,
at this
Mark,
time, that's what they were saying though. Who is this?
I think
Yeah,
it's
and they
Back,
were
yeah,
trying.
08, they was like, who? You know, like,
Katie Lee
goddamn.
Burchell was getting the who, and so was her brother, Paul Burchell. Who?
I remember Paul Birchley though from SmackDown. He used to stand on the fist and he used to swing down on the rope. I remember
Yeah,
him.
but when? When?
I mean, he was
What year? What year was it?
like what, 06,
Oh
07?
six.
He was
That
3
was
years.
like his, but his
He was 2 years old,
by
Jojo.
by
Stop it.
I
2008 he was
wasn't,
already a
man. I
heel.
was
He
That was
four.
was
his
2 years
that
old.
I was four, man. You trying to throw me under the bus, man? Check, y'all see
Yeah.
how you do me, man?
Nah, that
Come on,
nigga's
man.
2 years old, y'all. That nigga don't remember that shit.
Man, he throwing me under the bus,
You
man.
probably was like, huh? As a
Oh,
you know what it
kid.
is though,
I didn't know
Marv?
who he was either.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is like, who is these guys? Like,
I,
who
I
is
really
this
know
kid?
him. I really knew him from SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
Yes.
So that's why I'm like,
That's
yeah, I know
That's
who
when
that
I
is,
first
yeah.
bro.
found him.
That's wow.
I remember I used them. My bad, Marv. I was gonna say. I remember
No,
I
you
used
good. You
them one
good.
time in SVR 2007 against my friend just to see his moveset. My
Hmm.
friend came back. I'll never forget it. I talked to him every day about that. He came back. He goes, do you want to pick your superstar? I said, I did. He said Paul Burchell? And I
Wow.
was like, I've never seen his moveset. He was like, pick somebody else.
That's crazy.
Man,
But it's gonna get interesting.
Yes, it is.
This is Batista versus the GOAT, Edge.
And if for everyone that for 2008, so this is NOC. So before that, what he did to that man Undertaker at One Night Stand in that TLC, bro, it broke my heart. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I was so distraught that Edge did what he did. I went and put 2007 in and made sure I made the Undertaker win that. But moving on to this match, Edge is the perfect fucking heel. He lived up to that title. Vicky got her hands dirty toward the end of the match, but they was just robbing Batista and the Undertaker left and right whenever they went up head up. Vicky getting involved. It is not 1-on-2 or 2-on-1. No. It was like 5-on-1 for Batista. And then he turns around and got cold clocked with the belt. Like that is Edge. That is the ultimate opportunist at his finest. For the match rating though, I want to give for me, I like the match. I'm gonna go 8.
This match was good for the most part, but then the ending was about as lame and uninspired of a choice as they could have it.
yes.
It was just another La Familia ending
Yep.
in the run, and it pissed me off. With really slow count from the referee being the only thing missing. Granted, most of Batista was robbed, as we all know. He was on his way to Raw anyway. That's how I felt like this was part of the big fucking deal. And I was just hoping for more. Batista, we saw how emotional he got, which he loses to some of the most impact. It was just a big. I felt like this was like a big screw job to him, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
give
mean,
this match a 6.
I give it a 7, man. The ending really. I understand Edge when I'm not mad at Edge winning, but it's just
Yeah,
like, bro, like, come on, man.
yeah,
Why
absolutely.
was Chavo out there in a referee shirt?
Exactly,
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro.
exactly.
And do you see how Vicky Guerrero used to manipulate her like if something went wrong for Edge, she can because she's the general manager, she can just fix it right up.
Of course.
I mean, that family, and it wasn't like I said, you're not just dealing with Edge and Vicky when you step in the ring with them. Batista had to deal with the whole freaking family.
What, Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins?
Bam Neely, Chavo, Vicky, and Edge himself.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, I get why Edge won. Like, I'm not mad at him winning. It's just like, come on, bro.
But
Like,
also that you also got to realize too, Jojo, that's Edge's character.
I mean, it is. It's just like that ending was just so lame.
It
Dole.
was
It was
very lame.
lame.
Lame at its finest too. Yeah.
And was that and when the Batista bombed on the outside, that shit was I was like,
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, when Edge pulled that ref out that ring, he punched him, bro. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
That was hilarious.
and when Batista picked Vicky up and tossed her out
threw
that
her,
ring,
bro.
bro.
Mhm.
I thought right there he was gonna get caught with a low blow. When I was like, here comes a low blow.
But I remember this match vividly. This match and the main event.
And the main event, yeah.
I unfortunately remember.
Yeah, I know. This go to the next one. John Cena versus Triple H.
I cried.
And-
I cried. I was like 6 or 7 years old when this match aired on pay-per-view. And
Yeah.
I remember Triple H pedigreeing John Cena and beating him. Man, I cried like legit tears. Like my dad was laughing at me. I was like, bro, it ain't nothing funny, bro. Like I just seen my goat just lose, man. You think this a game? Like, bro, like when I tell you, bro, I used to take this WWE stuff so serious when I was a kid, bro. Like when I used to see John Cena lose, bro, I used to hate everybody for the rest of the day, bro.
How?
And I just feel like, I mean, I'm not mad at Triple H winning, but it's like, why should he win? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Especially with Batista coming to Raw later that year. I mean, you had an opportunity to do Cena versus Batista at SummerSlam for the WWE Championship. So that's what I'm like. And then Triple H he literally went to SmackDown. Like he
Yep.
went to SmackDown with the WWE Championship. That's why I'm like, bro, come on, man. I mean, the match was good. I mean, I'm gonna give it an A, but it's like, you know, bring back some unwanted trauma for me as a kid that I wanted to erase out of my mind. But thanks to Marv, he brought Night of Champions 2008, and he had me relive my trauma.
That's for all the times for saying vacant.
Mhm.
Vacant gonna stay vacant.
Yeah, your trauma gonna stay trauma.
With the good Lord, man, I can do anything. I can fight and do anything.
That's the spirit. That is the spirit.
That's the spirit. What you think, Dre, of this match?
This main event, man. I mean, I think for this main event, I actually had Triple H winning this match. I was excited. I was happy for his title run, and it meant another world title under his belt too. But the match itself, you got two world class, what I like to call brawlers. They're not high flyers, so they're definitely a physical match. Um, that pedigree though at the end, man. Once he locked in that last pedigree, I was like, yeah, he's done. But the in-ring chemistry between HHH and Mr. Cena is always gold. And I think even Triple H said in an interview a while back, like that was one of his favorite matches because John, they both eat, sleep, and breathe this business.
Yeah.
So when you put guys that really want to be here and they're not here to make themselves happy. No, they're there to please the crowd. Marv, you said pay attention to the crowd, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They were definitely you had some guys let's go Triple H, and another section was let's go Cena. So you had the crowd, you had the storyline, and you had two of the biggest stars, arguably two of the biggest stars, going at it for that WWE title. And to make it even better, because they don't necessarily work a lot, but when they do face versus face,
Yeah.
it doesn't necessarily work for others. But Triple H and John, they're in a class of their own.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. The match it stole the show, of course. This was by far the best match on the card. Because the storyline between them, the years of built up saying, I know you're not as good as me, I beat you, you beat me, this and that. It served for this night perfectly because I felt like they made this pay-per-view just for these two. So I'm gonna give this match a 9, but at the end of the day, this match was still strange.
It
Because
was.
as it was sent over 20 minutes, which was good because we had these Mickey Mouse matches before this one. And it definitely felt like a major fight between these two.
Yeah.
Because it felt like they were only getting started when Triple H got the pin. But for once, this could have gone another way. Like going on another 5 or 10 minutes, in my opinion, because the match got stronger and stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because here's the funny part about this. The promo is what got me. It's like, oh, I know you're not as good as me. Oh, I beat you. Oh, what's this? The WrestleMania. And I was
Mhm.
like, you forget y'all throwing that WrestleMania in there. Neither one of y'all won. Randy won this
Exactly.
shit.
Randy won.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why we looking like, But here's the thing. Triple H's ego was the one that took this one. You know, the leg
That's a
stuff.
good way to put it.
Yeah, his ego won him this match. But it wasn't really like I just didn't see Cena winning this one. And I felt like this is gonna be crazy. Business also got in the way of this too.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say Triple H needed more time for a change. It just wasn't meant for Cena to win this. I felt like it was one-sided the whole time. And because of the whole draft that happened before the end, yeah, it was.
And I think too, damn, that's right. The whole draft and everything. Fuck.
Yeah, the
Forgot.
whole draft had happened before the end, so it was like,
But also too, I'm glad you made that point too, Marv, because you said his ego kind of played. Oh, well, not kind of. It did play a factor.
yeah.
Triple H was probably looking back like, the last time we met, Mania 22, and I tapped out. I remember he had made a mention about that during one of their in-ring segments.
Dude.
He's like, and that never sat well with me. He goes, so I need to show myself that I can beat you. So I feel like my friend even said at that time, he goes, a potential heel turn? I was like, no. But just because of his ego getting involved, that was a great way to explain it. Because he did think he wanted to get his lick back for Mania 22.
Mm-hmm. That's all it was. And I think that Friday before the Night of Champions, where they had the whole Edge, Batista, Triple H, John Cena type shit,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh, Edge just threw it in his face. Oh yeah, you tapped out. Yeah, so yeah, that it was just funny as hell.
Edge was such a great heel, man.
Yeah, he was the biggest jerk I've ever seen.
When he turned face, Marv, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So what are we giving the Night of Champions 2008? This
I'm
was
giving
such
it a
a
7. 7. I feel like the undercard was weak.
Mhm.
Feel like the mid card was bland outside that Chris Jericho and Kofi Kingston match. I really do think the main event and the co-main event saved this pay-per-view from being
Yeah.
a total dud.
Mhm.
And that's all I'm gonna say.
Did you order this pay-per-view, Marv? If you
Yeah.
remember? You did,
Yes,
okay.
yes, I
I
did.
did. We did too, man. We did
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
This man, look at Jojo. This man thinking about all the angry moments when he heard that 3 count. And you know what's funny too, as a kid, Jojo, when I saw my favorite guy, for example, get hit with like 3 finishers, kicks out of 2, but then the third one, you're like, oh, you're gonna kick out of this, and your heart just starts to drop once you hear that 3, and you're like, damn, he lost. But as I got older too, I started to realize too, like, you can't hold the championship for 30 plus years. It always scared me when the good guy won the belt because you knew like the first 2 months he was for sure more than likely going to win. But after that second month, it was like, now it's about to, it'll be here sooner than we think.
I ain't gonna lie. If 6-year-old me ran WWE, man, WWE would went bankrupt, bro. Because we would have had all the titles.
Overall, I'm gonna give this pay-per-view a 5. It
Yeah, I'm
was
gonna
a
give it a 6.
it was a good show, but nothing you really need to go out your way to like really see.
Yeah.
The main event, like I said, the 2 main events was the best thing on the show. And even then, it's not a match you really need to see. Sorry, JoJo. They had an easy thing
It's all right.
here to with all the title matches were, but even the tag team titles, Intercontinental, all of them was on the line. title changes, a lot of title changes in this one too as
Mhm.
well. But even they were like, on the lower end of things, overall, it's certainly not a bad show. But like I said, nothing you need to go out your way to see, nothing I would recommend.
Like in
But
purgatory.
but it is, like I said, it's just the first one. I wanted to always talk about it, but I felt like they overhyped it as well. So,
Yeah.
the
I
You ever
like the
be
average,
concept of it. The
you ever be
concept was
watching
cool.
the commercials too? Like when you know it's going to be a week pay-per-view, and then when they show it on
Mhm.
commercials, they try to hype it up. You have John Cena. I'll be like, yo, why are y'all hyping this up this way? It's
Yeah.
like they do, like, for example, for NFL. Say, for example, it's 2, 3, and 8 teams. They'll be like, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it shows the fan base cheering against. And I'm like, yo, why are you trying to overhype this shit?
Crazy. We can end on that note. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning in, pulling up. Appreciate everybody. Much love.
Before
Anything
we
else?
click, yep, before we click out, you got to do it on the last episode, Marv. So let me take the honors, take the reins, and do this last one.
Mm-hmm.
No playoffs for Notre Dame. How you like them apples, Tyrell?
Hey, that's what
Oh,
he
he a
get
Notre
for.
Dame fan?
Sadly, yes, but he
Oh
was
my God.
but you would think he was a Michigan fan the way he was rooting for him.
He's a secret Pittsburgh fan too, because he
Yep.
always got our name in his mouth. So he's
We
a
need to get
secret.
Gene on here one day, the real representation of Cleveland.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.